We're delighted today to have with us ASHRAF ZARKA, the Regional Vice President for Middle East, Africa, and Pakistan for UiPath. Welcome, ASHRAF, to the event.
Thank you.
Now, ASHRAF, as organizations prioritize automation for processes across various functions, CIOs must explore strategies to unlock momentous new capabilities, reduce costs, as well as increase efficiencies. We are all seeing that intelligent automation is now a critical business strategy, but a one-size-fits-all strategy simply won't work anymore. CIOs must distinguish between business processes and IT processes. IT is the backbone for any organization and must operate at a faster pace than the pace of the business, and with an automation strategy that is resilient and future-proof. So the big question here is, how do you ensure your IT automation strategy will deliver maximum benefits by unlocking the potential for hyperspeed in executing these IT processes, along with agile decision-making and process efficiencies to deliver accelerated growth? What I would like to understand from you, ASHRAF, is how do you embrace this rapidly changing digital world and make the best automation choices as a CIO?
Excellent question, and thank you so much for this. I think part of our experience here in the region, we start seeing that CIOs usually start adopting the automation initiatives, and then they end up by automating simple and standard processes. And this is usually not the way how it should be done, because after a while you will discover that 90% of the automation is being done with the business owners, with the X of the C-suite included in the organization. So the best thing is to conduct a common discussion, a mutual discussion with the business owners, identify where are the pain areas where you can have a quick returns and high returns on the automation, and as an outcome, because automation, we have seen customers love the automation once it starts. They understand the value, they see the return in a very quick time and very time to deploy. So having said this, CIOs cannot judge which processes to be automated, rather than to work on a collaborative mode with the business owners, finance, HR, whatever the business is, and to make sure that they identify the use case correctly and promptly as well.
Certainly. Now, one of the big trends that is also coming up based on this functional automation that you've just spoken about is cloud, right? And the big question is, how can intelligent automation embrace cloud in delivering value to organizations? What are your viewpoints on this?
I mean, most of the enterprise organizations now are moving to the cloud. I mean, it's happening. We have seen it across AWS, Google, Microsoft Azure, and the rest of the cloud media players. And it is now fundamental that all the application being offered as a service. Having said this, the quick adoption for the software as a service will encourage more and more to go into simplified processes and more automation, which is already happening, which we started to see. I mean, more of the mega cloud vendors now are simplifying and going to low code, no code application development, which means that they need a full automation. And this has started to accelerate even our automation journey across the organization. So definitely cloud is a mega contributor to our success in terms of how to cover and how to accelerate the automation journey.
Now, you touched on the value that already is being embraced by most organizations. However, a successful automation strategy usually begins with accurate problem identification, and especially in a business process that's subsequently selecting the right use cases for automation. How should CIOs approach this, especially with now the functional divisions and rest of businesses utilizing the intelligent automation?
Yeah, intelligent automation is a very hot subject, and it keeps everyone's minds busy. I mean, the IT and even the business now started to. I was very delighted to see one of our customers, the CFO, and the CFO himself was taking the ownership to adopt the automation and increase the automation. So with the full collaboration with the IT and the CIOs, they were able successfully to work out more use cases and identify more use cases and identify the pain areas, identify where the financial ledger need to be enhanced in terms of automation, and the time to market in terms of other products need to go to the market. So it's not about automation as a brand, rather than solving a real issue. I mean, everyone from the business decision makers should ask and keep asking themselves what I'm solving for. Okay, so automation can help if we have a real profound issue that we need to solve. Okay, and once you move to a seamless operation in terms of application adoption to the cloud, and you want to enhance, simplify, and unlock the human potential, and make sure that your team are not busy anymore with the back office, they are doing more into the front office. Everyone now is more keen about the front office and how to enhance the customer experience. So this is how the CIOs should contribute more proactively and should go to the business owners and sit and identify more automation opportunities.
Certainly. And when we talk about these automation opportunities, ASHRAF, again, obviously in the legacy world, there was a lot of RPA deployment, which is now moving very quickly into the intelligent automation space. For the benefit of our users, would you be able to clarify what is the difference between intelligent automation and RPA for business processes and intelligent IT automation?
Of course, I mean, intelligent automation is a bigger brand, right? I mean, it's the main umbrella for the transformation, the digital transformations. So RPA is a major contributor, and from our side as UiPath, we see it is the main contributor and the main player in the whole overall intelligent automation. Because at the end of the day, we as UiPath, we are offering the full portfolio end to end. And that means we have the artificial intelligence and machine learning being segmented and being major player in our offering. We have a huge portfolio, okay, starting from the discovery to the analyze stage to the final stage. And having said this enhanced the overall automation intelligent experience where the customer are looking for to move to the next level of digital transformation.
Definitely. And when we talk about this next wave of digital transformation, obviously one of the key things that is coming up is the future of work and how that is being shaped by automation. Where do you see the growth and the ambition coming into this landscape?
Of course, I mean, the future, we were enforced to go to the future very quickly, more than we expected and anticipated. The COVID put all of us on our toes, and we have seen massive transformation in the way we started to work. We started to prioritize our business priorities, right? So, having said this, we need to make sure that our people, our employees, our colleagues, and they are very well utilized, and they are focusing more into the innovation, focusing more into how to make our life and our work much better and more productive, enhancing our customer experience. And this will never happen unless we offload them from the tedious and repetitive work that they are doing on the back end, rather than keep repeating so many manual tasks. So definitely automation is a key player on reshaping how we are working, and we are seeing this across. If we are dealing with the banks, we are dealing with the telecommunication sector, we are dealing with even with the governmental sectors now. You see that things have started to be automated, the service delivered to your home at no time. So definitely automation is a major player on this space.
Certainly. And as we embark on this accelerated digital transformation that you just referenced, which obviously the pandemic brought about on us, how can CIOs in today's state best utilize automation to deliver that enterprise-wide benefit that we just spoke about?
The best thing, I mean, again, I've seen it and I've learned it from our customers during our latest discussion, and the big customers of UiPath usually are very innovative and they think differently, and they started to even discover our technology before we introduce it to them. So what they are talking about is process mining, for example. Okay, so they are going proactively on discovering the new processes, how to be automated. So it's not about hand picking the processes to be automated, rather than putting the engine in their back end and let the process mining and do their job and get the most useful use cases to be automated. And even with the advanced ROI, high trajectory on the amount of saving they can do, amount of total hours they can save. So the best thing is to use the tools. Now we have tools like the process mining. It's a trend. I mean, it's not only UiPath, but I mean, it's a trend that all the CIOs now are more into the proactive automation, and this will never happen if you keep just identifying a processes here or there, rather than putting process mining in place and discover. I found it very interesting. One of our customers said, "I need to X-ray my processes proactively and discover what need to be automated."
That's such a beautiful way of summarizing it, ASHRAF, because it's so true that unless you've gone down deep enough to understand these problem areas, and as you spoke about the process mining side of things, it's hard to know whether it's going to be successful or not. So thank you so much for joining us. We're looking forward to hearing more about the successes that UiPath has been able to craft across organizations, and how you can help organizations craft that future of work environment that we are so eagerly awaiting at this point in time. So we look forward to seeing you at the show shortly, and thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.